Did it start? It
Go
started.
fish.
97 seconds of Biz Boys podcast. Joe Skelly, how you doing today?
Absolutely fantastic. I can't
Wunderbar.
complain.
I'm going to try and talk like this the entire episode.
Please don't.
It's not going to work. I'm already bored of it. So, Joe Skelly, what do you know? What do you know these days?
The weird fact of the day.
Yes?
Pistol shrimp.
Pistol shrimp.
Yeah, what do you know about pistol shrimp?
Nothing.
Pistol shrimp are a type of shrimp that live on the bottom of the ocean, and like all other shrimp, except they're unique. They get one claw that's like a Mega Man claw. It's like Mega Man, right? It's this giant claw. And what happens is when they see their prey, they cock that thing open, and then when they slam it shut, it shoots a water bullet.
A water bullet.
At their target, and it knocks it out. That's how hard it hits it.
Oh, my.
If you don't believe me,
Could you imagine if
Google through that
if
thing.
you had your head in a tank and a pistol shrimp shot you between the eyes?
Dude, it might knock you out.
That'd be interesting to see.
I'm telling you, it might knock you out. But there's another one out there. It's called the mantis shrimp.
Okay, what's he do?
Dude,
Does
the
he
mantis.
pray?
Well, he runs around, right? And his little front hands are all cocked up like a praying mantis.
Oh.
And then he has like two giant boxing gloves on it for hands.
Oh, my.
And he smashes like his prey, like he's double punching him, like Pacquiao did that one fight when he threw the double punch at that dude because he was clowning on him so bad.
Yes.
So he does this double fist punch, and it's so hard that it can crack the shell of a snail or crack the exoskeleton of anything it's going after.
What the fuck?
Dude, and so, it punches 42 times faster than you can blink.
The pistol, I'm looking at the picture here of the pistol shrimp. He really does have a Mega Man arm.
Yes.
Wow.
And he shoots a water bullet.
I didn't even know there was more than one kind of shrimp. I know that's like uneducated of me to say, but how many
you
different
just thought
types?
there was red lobster shrimp?
Right. Like how many different shrimps have you eaten, right? Except for fresh shrimp, like my family, Asian-y, they buy the fresh shrimp stuff, so it's darker than the red shrimp. What's
like
the difference between those
things.
two?
Well, you get giant prawns.
Prawns, huh?
Yeah, prawns. You get like the baby shrimp that you get, cocktail shrimp and bullshit that you get at Red Lobsters.
Yeah.
And all that other stuff.
Well, what was the second shrimp called? The boxing shrimp?
No, it's called the mantis shrimp.
Mantis style.
Yeah. The mantis shrimp punches so hard that it cracks the exoskeleton of everything. And it punches so fast that it creates a cavitation, which is like an air bubble. And when the air bubble collapses, it creates so much friction and heat that it's hotter than the surface of the sun.
That's kind of weird. Oh, wow. This shrimp looks even uglier than the last one. How is this a thing?
Did you imagine that the thing punched your finger? Like if you had it underwater and it punched you in your finger, you might lose your finger, bro.
Well, or if you were in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids and then you were their size.
Dude,
so the ratio was like legit.
Dude, that thing would tear you up. It might burn you.
It makes your brain mush because it hits you so hard.
Dude, if it hit you in the head, it would collapse your skull.
It liquefies you.
It would liquefy, bro. You don't believe, Google foo it. But dude, it creates a cavitation that's 7 times hotter than the sun. I couldn't even imagine that. Or it's hotter than the surface of the sun. I couldn't believe it when I watched the video on it.
Well, we learned what happens with that.
Right.
No surface sun stuff.
No surface sun stuff.
Yeah. I'm good on getting burned by shrimp.
Right. You're scuba diving and this thing just ambushes you.
Now, is there any...
burns your arm with...
Does this mean that people who fish for the shrimp are at more risk of danger?
Oh, they might be.
Like they have a thing where they're like, oh, you've been hit by the bubble so many times by these kinds of shrimps that you're going to die eventually quicker.
Dude, I can't even imagine. You pull that thing out of the water, that thing just punches
you. Or he punches you. Right.
And it breaks your leg. You go to the emergency room. What happened? I got punched by a shrimp. What are all these 3rd-degree burns on your leg?
The Mega Man shrimp was shooting me.
With water bullets.
So you can't put your hand inside the water because you're afraid of getting shot. So you have to have some special tool to pull them out of the water.
I guess, man. I don't know. That's crazy. It's crazy. I didn't even know these things existed. I just came across the video while I was, just farting around on the internet maker.
Oh, boy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Pistol shrimp.
Yes.
I like shrimp, though.
I love me some shrimp.
Do you eat a lot of shrimp?
Shrimp scampi.
So I heard it. So it was really, I
think
really high in protein, but I'm not sure. But I heard it's really high in protein, but really also high in cholesterol, which I've wondered about because where does shrimp get cholesterol from the ocean?
I don't know.
Like, what is that? They eat too
maybe
much
they're super fatty.
whale blubber or
No,
like
they're not eating ambergris, bro.
ambergris. That's right, ambergris. We still need an ambergris hunter to write us.
Yeah.
BaysBasement.com.
Right.
Write the team.
Write the team if you want to help us lead the expedition to find ambergris.
I'm still up for that. If we can find somebody to sponsor our ship, I will go on that expedition.
What are we going to call it? The ship.
The ship? Oh, I don't even know. What do you got?
Broken Hearts.
Broken Hearts and Whale Vomit.
Dude, that's a really long name for a ship.
Broken Hearts and Wax Vomit.
Who knows?
Wax. Whale Wax.
Who knows?
Wax.
Hey, have we done a shout out today?
Nope.
No. So I want to give a shout out. I want to give out a shout out. Hold on, let me look. This is to all those people in West Shore Regional. I want to give you guys a shout out for snooping and pooping and keeping people safe while they're sleeping.
Ooh.
Keeping people safe. I can't even talk today. Keeping people safe while they're sleeping.
They punch like they're shrimp, don't they?
Dude, they get you.
Just punch right in the face.
Don't be doing dirt out in West Shore Regional.
Oh, my.
Yeah, give a shout out to all them boys out there and ladies that are keeping us safe.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Tell me a story, Joe Skelly.
So I had an encounter at Starbucks the other day.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I went in to get something.
What were you doing there, Joe Skelly? Because that's what I'm curious about now. Who let you in Starbucks?
Somebody obviously didn't know me.
Were you meeting your vegan book club?
No, I was not meeting my vegan book club. I was actually trying to get a beverage.
Of what?
A hot beverage, coffee beverage.
Their coffee tastes like shit.
Well, dude, I needed caffeine at that moment.
Yeah.
And I went in there.
Why does their black coffee taste like water?
Their black coffee tastes like burnt garbage.
Right. What
But
is with that?
I just needed caffeine, right? So I go in there to get my hot beverage, and I'm like, give me a large.
Some girl walked up to you and was like, are you vegan?
No, they were like, what's that? I'm like,
oh, that's right.
The big cup. They're like, you want a venti? You want whatever their fucked up ass names for coffee cups are, right? And I looked at the lady, I said, listen, I don't speak fucking Venetian, right?
Oh, boy.
I don't speak Venetian. Give me the jumbo cup, right?
The biggest venti you got. All 20 ventis.
Dude, I don't know what a venti is or whatever their other fucked up ass names are. Like, what do you think you're better than me because you put a fancy name on a coffee cup?
Have you seen that movie, Role Models?
No.
Oh, there's a whole scene with Paul Rudd and his girl fighting over that. He's like, it's not a fucking venti, it's a fucking large. Just call it a large. And he's going on and on about it. And then she's arguing about it. She's like, blah, blah, blah. And then right at the end, she goes, and it's called venti because it's 20 ounces, which is a large, you dick. And then he's like, really? Is that really why we call it that? And everyone's kind of staring at him.
In what language?
Venti, what was that?
Italian?
Venti.
Venetian?
Venti.
Whatever.
Venti is Spanish. I'm saying Mexican.
You almost said Mexican.
Fuck, I'm tired. Venti.
Listen.
So Venti's got to be something.
Listen. You
look
must think you're better than me.
Oh, I do.
No, not you.
Oh.
This company.
Shit. Well, then I retract that last statement.
Well, they must think they're better than me by putting is it large or small? Right? How hard is that to fuck up?
Look, everybody wants to be different.
Let me get a triple soy latte, no foam with extra grease. I mean, whatever. Dude, that's too much.
Everybody wants to be what they're not.
That's too much.
Everybody wants to be something.
It's way too much, bro. I can't even deal with this. Is it large, small, or jumbo?
Right.
Let's make it easy for the lay person, right? I don't go into Starbucks pretending I'm better than everybody else.
I do. But I also never go to Starbucks.
Do you go into Starbucks wearing a 3-button knit with a sweater thrown over your shoulders?
Oh, no, I just
with your boat shoes.
I just stand outside khakis. And I'm like, I don't need to go in there. I'm better than this place. No. By not going in, I'm passive aggressively telling them that I'm better.
Okay.
Maybe.
Are you leading the revolution?
I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I might be drunk from yesterday. Let's move on.
It's possible. Well, anyway, they didn't take too kindly to the fact that I said I don't speak fucking Venetian. I didn't order a mocha choca latte.
Did you walk out and then put a coexist sticker on your car after you had your venti? You're like, well, this came with the cup.
So are they handing out free coexist stickers with their cups of coffee?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I heard they're paying like $20 an hour now, though.
Dude, I'll go work for $20 an hour. I can only look.
I
don't expect
deal with that.
No, listen.
How many combos of fuck? Could you imagine some bitch comes in and she's like, I'm gonna need a venti with half latte, soybean, a drop of vanilla, almond milk. I want some coconut milk in there too, but I want the 60 calorie, not the 80 calorie.
And foam it up.
Foam, extra foam, more love. And I'm going to need 2 of those little sleeves that you put around it too, because that cup's just too hot for my hands.
You know what everybody would get? A large black coffee.
Black coffee. Yep. Yep. Here's your coffee, bitch.
Here's your coffee.
But this is just black coffee. That's what you ordered. It says right here on the order. I literally told it to you over there. I heard black coffee.
Everybody get a large black coffee.
And then everybody who's trying to rush through the line, you're like, did you guys hear black coffee? And they're like, yeah. Until they get the black coffee.
Right. Everybody's getting a large black coffee.
You know who makes the best black coffee in the world?
Who's that?
McDonald's. I hate to say that because I hate McDonald's. I won't eat there. But I'll drink
they
their
have the
coffee.
best black coffee?
I don't know why. Have you ever...
According to who?
I don't... It just is.
Okay.
Have you had it?
Better than Dunkin' Donuts?
Oh, Dunkin' Donuts is water coffee too. It's just weaker water coffee than Starbucks. Starbucks was like, we're going to make shit-ass water coffee, but ours will be the strongest.
And they convinced everybody it was the best?
For PETA. Every time I'm in there, I feel like the chick who's waiting on me at a Starbucks is going to be a PETA supporter. And I'm not. And again, I don't go to Starbucks, but they happen to have one in the bookstore. So I can't escape it there.
No, you can't.
Because fat boys can't get to the cookies without going through the vegan cutie girl with all the piercings on her face who's trying to support PETA and
says I have dad issues.
Don't they all? They're not dad issues. They're daddy issues.
Right. Fair enough.
Let's not mix up the dad and daddy issues.
2 different things.
Yeah.
2 different things.
Yeah.
2 different things.
One of them, they should have just fed that kid a fucking burger when they were younger. They'd have been fine. But that's where you get kids who are fucked up because their parents don't let them eat McDonald's, you see.
Oh.
Right. So it's a catch-22.
Or is it a Waffle House thing?
Ooh, Waffle House. Well,
look, you want a strong...
burgers?
Bro, you want a strong immune system? Take your ass to Waffle House.
I eat at the Waffle House all the time.
Yeah, and how often do you get sick?
Well, I only eat there like once a year, so I was lying. So, not enough to be sick, I guess.
Right.
But...
No, go in there and make your immune system stronger.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
How's that any different than any diner on the road on the freeway, though? The Waffle House, I'm asking.
Oh, I'm just telling you. I just know from experience that if you eat there, you get stronger.
We all know you can't get any stronger. You've made the peanut butter walk, so that's... You want to explain to them how they give you fucking antibodies for fucking T-1000 Terminators? They're like, this guy's not going to be taken by Daddy Elon ever.
Never.
I said Elon.
Yeah, Elon.
Elon.
Elam is the island that he's going to own in the future.
Oh, Daddy Elon's island?
Yeah, Elam.
Daddy.
He's going to buy Guam and turn it into Elam.
Elam.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll be able to grow more than Coke up there. Because, that's all Guam does is grow Coke.
I did not know that.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay.
That's why that senator was like, oh, it might tip over. Yeah, because you got too many keys on one side of the fucking island. Stacked up like fucking gold over here.
Just stacked up like cordwood.
There's a bunch of people right now. They're like, fuck you, dude. I've been to Guam. It's beautiful. I didn't do any coke while I was there. That's because nobody wanted to give it to you. They just needed you there for the photo shoot. Get all these white gringos over there so they could show how great Guam is.
I heard they get amazing scuba diving.
Well, you go scuba diving and then you go under and you see the anchors that are holding the island in the water.
Oh, is that the secret?
Yeah, they take you on a tour.
So you see all the anchors that are holding the island down to keep it from flipping over?
Oh my God. And that's our leader, ladies and gentlemen, who thinks that the island, you still got to check that out. If you haven't checked that out, go watch that video.
Yeah, of the senator who thinks the island of Guam's going to tip. Hey, have you seen that documentary, Mr. Wrinkles?
Oh, I thought we were going to save that.
All right, we'll save it.
No,
we'll save it.
You got to, okay, well, at least we got to tell everyone to go watch it.
Yeah, everybody, if you
Give
haven't
them a
seen
little
it
brief.
Yet, if you haven't seen it yet, you should go watch a documentary called Mr. Wrinkles. Yeah, Mr. Wrinkles is about a terrifying fucking clown.
Mm-hmm.
Terrifying.
I am going to watch that, though.
Yeah, it is
on the
scary.
list.
It's fucked. It is totally fucked.
Oh, brother.
Yeah, go watch Mr. Wrinkles if you haven't watched it, and then send us an email, and you can thank me for my suggestions.
Write the team. Yeah, don't. We have to throw in Rubber in there too. If we're doing it like this. Yeah, Rubber, the movie about the tire.
I don't know anything about that.
Oh, you need to watch that one then.
Okay.
The Killer Tire.
The Killer Tire?
Really?
No.
I thought you, of all people, would know that one.
I don't know shit about it.
Mr. Wrinkles looks good, though.
It's terrifying.
Reminds me of, like, Slender Man stuff.
It's terrifying.
Ooh. The engineer's over there shaking his head because he's afraid of Slender Man. All kids are.
Is that a thing?
Yeah. Yeah. Slender Man's a faceless, wood-walking dude who snatches up people or something. I don't fear him, but sure. He exists.
Fuck that.
You never heard of him?
No, fuck like no, I've never heard of Slender Man.
7-foot fucking dude that just yokes on people.
For what?
That's the whole point. I don't think there's a reason.
He just snatches them up just cause?
Yeah, something like that. I can't remember the story.
How come there isn't an FBI task force looking for this fucking guy?
Oh, there is. They're called the Ghostbusters. You just don't hear about them anymore. They changed their name to the MIB.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Some other shit.
I don't know.
Okay.
How did you like Mr. Wrinkles?
It's fucked.
Yeah?
It's totally fucked. It's worth the watch though. We'll talk about it once you watch it.
Okay.
We'll talk about it once we watch it. Yeah.
We'll save that one.
Yeah.
Should we go back to Snake Eyes?
Snake Eyes?
I'm talking about the one with your boy.
Oh, with Nick Cage?
Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, Nick Cage.
That was a great movie.
That was a great movie. You know what else is a great movie?
Huh.
True Romance.
True Romance. Which one was that one again?
Christian Slater.
Oh, that's
Patricia
right. We've
Arquette.
talked about this one.
Yeah.
Patricia Arquette related to David Arquette?
Yes.
Brother and sister?
Yeah. You should watch it. It's a fantastic movie.
It's on the list now.
Gary Oldman's in it.
Ooh.
Gary Oldman plays a white Rasta.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
He plays a white Rasta drug dealer.
This is just a nonsense episode. This is going sideways quickly. Let's just put some more Steven Seagal movies in there. And wait, let's go back to Snake Eyes. Okay. Do you like that one from Nick Cage? Would you say that's a good one?
I can't remember. I've seen so many.
Cop in Vegas goes to boxing match, notices the fix, hence the name Snake Eyes, and discovers it's a conspiracy cover-up for a assassination, government assassination at the fight. You remember that one?
Mm-mm.
Really? You need to watch that again.
I will probably have to go back and watch it.
Because now I'm sad we can't discuss it.
Well, that's another movie to chuck up.
Ooh, fuck it. Let's just talk about Steven Seagal movies, because everybody's seen Steven Seagal movies.
No.
Call Steven, get him on the phone right now.
No, I'm not talking about
Joe
Steven
Skelly.
Seagal.
Joe Skelly's claiming to. I heard you were watching a lot of that. That Beatdown Boy was talking about him.
What?
What's that show you've been watching? What is it? The YouTube one about they put up fighters and bullies and bully beatdown.
Oh, the guy who does the reacts to bully beatdown.
Yeah, I watched his on the Steven Seagal thing.
Okay, what'd you think?
I think his points were very valid. It's not hard to poke holes in it. Pork holes in it. Like a pork holes in it all day. It's not hard to poke holes in such things as traditional martial arts. It's understandable.
Okay. But I mean, all right. So what we're referring to is there's a channel on YouTube called Steven Strangles All, and he does a lot of commentary on martial arts stuff.
Yeah. He
does commentary on that show, The Bully Beatdown, which is absolutely hysterical.
Right.
Because it was an old MTV show from like the late 80s.
Is it that old?
Yeah.
Well, the one 80s. He did with Steven.
No, it's not late 80s. It's like in the 90s.
Yeah, because the review he did with Steven was full blown already.
Yeah. No, this is like in the mid 90s, I think. Mid to late 90s.
Huh.
And MTV would pay bullies to get in a ring with an MMA fighter.
Oh my God, right.
And offer them 10 G's to do it.
I, of course, watched the fake one right off the rip. Because they had this dude and he's like, yeah, yeah, I'm not worried about fighting, blah, blah, blah. And then he like takes off his shirt and you can tell the dude works out and is yoked. Then he goes to fight and you could instantly know he's trying to go to guard. And I'm just like, how is this a dude off the street who's a bully who's got a fucking blue belt in jiu-jitsu? What's happening right now?
Yeah, he still took a beat down.
Dude's throwing a dude's throwing an arm bar. You were talking about the long-haired kid, right?
Yeah. No, I do. I just like it because, you get these, and it could be scripted. It very well could be scripted.
I mean, not all of them.
I'll tell you what's not scripted.
It was just, I just found it weird that kid was so experienced and he was the quote unquote bully. And I was like, how are you the bully?
I'm just telling you, the beatdowns are not scripted.
Right. Them taking the beatdowns. He was talking to Steven. He's like, grabbing the leg and blah, blah, blah.
Look, here's all I'm saying is, if MTV showed up and we're like, we're going to pay you $10,000 to get in a ring with a professional fighter.
Oh, let him thump on you?
And let him thump on you. Would you do it?
Today?
Yeah.
Man, I mean, I'm going to do it because I'm an idiot and I'll take a beating, but I don't know if I'd survive that this round today. like I'm still going to do it.
No, but my thing is, like, who thought that was a good fucking... Yeah, I'll do that.
It is a good idea. Listen, here, fine.
Because you could still walk away with no money.
Joe Skelly's always giving out gold ideas. I'm going to throw one of mine out from when I was a kid.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You got all these people watching sports, and I think the same thing about MMA because it transcribed and grew into the MMA focus mostly. But you have all these guys that are like, yeah, pro sports are so great. Okay, great. But when I watch two guys that can run the quarter mile in 4 seconds, guess what? They both look like they're the same. So watching it on TV doesn't look any different to me other than the little fucking timer you're holding, which makes no difference because it's not live. But if you were to take professional fighters and put them against regular dudes, I'd watch that all fucking day.
Professional fighters against regular dudes doing what?
Fighting. I want to see Tito fight 3 regular dudes that they pick up. And they don't have to be like, well, I've never fought. You can pick up the bar guy, the 3 toughest bar guys take them into a fight and see if they could beat the fuck out of one pro fighter. Why isn't that a thing? Or if we're going back to the sport thing, let's just say we get the fucking Dolphins and watch them thump on a backyard, grown man football team. They have those, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So I want to see the pros versus the non-pros.
Pros versus Joes?
Right, pros versus Joes.
There was actually a TV show too on MTV.
Damn it.
They already beat you to the punch.
Fuck. See, that's another reason why none of my ideas work, because they already got them all.
They already beat you to the punch.
But
Pros versus Joes.
But I'm just saying, man, could you imagine watching some of these dudes? And they always have TV shows about them. Like,
okay, Kimbo Slice.
That was a good one. That's a perfect example. Kimbo Slice went into the ring and got his fucking ass ripped on. R.I.P. Kimbo Slice.
Yeah, but at the same point in time, Kimbo Slice was thumping everybody everywhere that he was fighting.
So, yes, he was the top street dog, and then he was not the top street dog. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
People need to differentiate between reality. I hear this shit all the time. The biggest thing that I hear from people when you tell them you're not an MMA fan is like, dudes will be like, well, he could beat you up. And I'm like, dog, duh. If I sat around all day and worked out for 15 hours a day and had unlimited access to whatever I want, a full gym and
trainers and whatnot.
You got fucking pro trainers that have been on the boxing circuit for 40 fucking years. Of course he's going to whoop on you.
He's going to learn something good.
Right. Oh, you don't like my Corvette? Well, it's going to beat your Mazda. Well, no fucking shit. We weren't arguing horsepower. We're arguing the fact that you still look fucking stupid in it. That's all I'm saying.
Like that dude I saw driving the convertible Mustang that had a license plate that said, I'm single.
Oh, no.
You look stupid as fuck. I don't give a fuck
brother.
that you have a Corvette or you have a Mustang convertible.
No, convertibles aren't a thing. You trying to lose your head? One roll, my guy.
That's it.
One roll.
Name one masculine convertible.
Oh, what about 69 Stingray? No?
Okay.
Maybe?
Listen.
I got nothing.
Look, I'm just saying, convertibles aren't a very...
No.
It's not a very...
No.
Unless it's like one of those old classic boat cars that's a drop top.
You know what? Now that you posted this masculinity comment, now I'm having trouble. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to need you to write the team, go to baysbasement.com and tell us about what masculine convertible there is. Let me think.
I'd be hard pressed.
I have nothing. You stumped me, Joe
Yeah.
Skelly. You
Yeah,
stumped me. The engineer's upset. He likes cars, but you know, he doesn't live in the real world because he thinks if he buys the Lambo, he's going to go Lambo speeds on the street. So we're not going to let the engineer comment on this because he's kind of silky.
Right.
Just going to leave that alone.
You were like, no, I'm not buying a Lambo. I'm just going to buy a Honda Civic.
Honda Civic.
You're going to put one of those big, stupid mufflers on the back.
Oh, yeah.
And slam it and put those little skinny
I'm
rubber
going to put one on there so every time I hit the gas, it goes, Paul Walker. That's what I want. Represent my boy.
Dude. Fast and Furious.
Bro, Paul Walker was the shit. I was a huge fan of Paul Walker before he did the Fast and the Furious stuff. Maybe after too, but people gave him shit. And then when he, R.I.P. Paul Walker, when he was gone,
right.
People were still like, kind of like whatever. And I'm like, dude, he's a great actor. He's a happy guy.
Right.
He seemed happy.
Right.
I don't know the guy, but.
Tokyo Drift.
Yeah. He wasn't in that one, but yeah.
I always hear that
Is that your favorite one?
Dude, I always hear that song from Tokyo Drift
yeah, no.
in my head every time I get behind the wheel.
Oh. I still hear the Speed Racer soundtrack.
Go, Speed Racer. Yeah.
A lot of those ones.
Or
if I'm feeling really happy, I'll just jump straight to the top and go with Danger Zone.
Oh.
Because I can't get in no plane. So
little Tom Cruise action.
Yeah.
Well, you remember, that song made me want to be a fighter pilot. Till my mom said I was going to get blown the fuck up.
Oh, my God. So you thought it was appropriate to join the dogs?
Look,
I know. When we're young, we don't know. When we're young, we don't know.
Yeah, we just don't know.
Right.
That's what it is.
I always envisioned we'd go to war in a new jungle. And boy, was I way off. Because the last 20 years we were in the desert.
Yeah.
So that wasn't cool.
Nope.
Kind of missed that.
Yeah.
Interesting. So let's go back to it, though. Honda Civics are important. Listen, there's a movie called Was it not Get Short?
Get Shorty. They were driving minivans.
No, that's a newer one. Be Cool. John Travolta. There's a scene where he shows up because his car gets bloated up.
All right.
So he shows up in like a fucking Prius or something, right? And who's the short little guy from Joe Pesci? No, it's not Pesci. It's who's the other one? Played the Penguin.
Danny DeVito.
DeVito comes out, right? He's got two girls on one arm, and he looks at his car, and he's just like, what the fuck, right? He's got that look like, what the fuck? And he looks at his sports car, like whatever he's driving, looks back, he looks at Travolta, and he's like, yeah, but how do you get anywhere fast? And Travolta looks right at him and goes, man, if you're important enough, they'll fucking wait. That's always stuck with me. Okay. I could drive the slowest car in the world.
It doesn't matter as long as you're important enough.
Make them wait.
Make them wait.
If you don't wait, oh well.
Yeah, they'll wait on you.
Fuck them.
Right. So the Honda Civic comes right into play at this point.
Right.
Doesn't matter what you're driving.
35 miles an hour in style with a Paul Walker sticker. Now that I think about it, I think I'm going to do an entire hood dedicated to him.
Oh, you're going to have an airbrushed hood on your car?
That's gangster.
Paul Walker, R.I.P.
It'll be a scene of Paul Walker in the car doing that look with his head up like, I'm about to beat you in the race. That's happening. If you want to sponsor that, let me know. Just send us the thing on the email.
Right.
If you're down to do the Paul Walker design, I can't pay you, but I'll put that shit on my Nissan. On the Beast's car, and then not even tell her, do you know how bitch she would be?
She'd be fucking
pissed. She comes out, there's a big old portrait of Paul Walker on the car. Fuck, that would be epic.
She would be mad as fuck.
Yeah.
I will tell you this. At one point in time, I had a 79 Volkswagen Rabbit.
Oh, I don't know what that is, but the fact that it was named after a rabbit tells me it was probably small.
It's a hatchback.
Of course
Volkswagen
it is.
hatchback.
Of fucking course it is.
It was a manual transmission.
Yes.
And at that point
you get points for that.
Yeah, at that point in time, I was listening to Jimi Hendrix a whole lot.
Why is that relevant? But I like it.
It's relevant. It's relevant because I had an artist friend paint my entire car purple.
Oh.
And then I had them oil paint Jimi Hendrix's face.
No.
From the last album he did, Voodoo Soup.
You did not.
On the hood. And it had his birth date and his death date. Oh, yes.
Oh, my.
On the hood of the car. And that oil paint was like 1.5 inches thick. and then I clear coated it like 97 times.
Oh,
I was like, if somebody wants to get this face off the hood of this
God.
car, they're gonna have to use a
do you have
jackhammer to get
pictures of
that.
this?
Somewhere, I'll have to find them.
Jesus,
I'll have to find
I
them.
would like to see that.
Yeah.
So you a big fan of cars?
They're utilitarian. They get me from A to B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want a car with a snorkel. That's what they're called, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I want that car.
So you can go through deep water.
Mostly because I hate the water. So if I didn't have to get out of the car, it'd be nice. And if my car was flooding and I could still breathe, also nice.
That doesn't help you breathe. That helps the engine breathe.
Oh, fuck, really? Oh, shit, son.
You didn't know that's what that was for?
No, in the
Yeah.
movie, I thought they were fucking like, yeah, we're good in the water because this thing's pushing air out. Are you fucking kidding?
All that does is help the engine breathe so it doesn't
Oh,
choke out.
no.
Yes.
Oh, no.
That's
Now I
what
don't
its
even
purpose-
want it anymore.
That's what its
That's what I
purpose
thought they
is.
were going in the water for.
What,
Like they're a
so you
scuba
could go,
car.
You could scuba dive in your
Yes.
fucking car?
That's not what that's for?
No.
Yeah, I was wondering because the science didn't make fucking sense anyways. I was like, how is this pushing anywhere? All you did was hook up a snorkel thing. It's like when people regularly go snorkeling and they go under the water a lot. And somebody asked me once, they're like, well, how does the air get in when they go underwater? I'm like, my guy, there's no air. They're just sucking in water. They got to push that shit back out. What are you talking about? Oh, no. Damn, now I'm sad.
Like,
So are there any scuba cars? Because that's what I want. I want
No,
the
there's
scuba
no
car.
scuba cars. This isn't
Oh,
James Bond.
Fuck.
See, you were talking about living in a fantasy world. Like, I'm going to
you've
get the James
ruined-
Bond car that turns
you've-
into a fucking submarine.
You've ruined my day, Joe Skelly. Now I'm gonna. Fuck.
Can't
I
be done.
genuinely thought that was a scuba. I thought that I was like, and it didn't make sense to me. It did not. I did justify it in my head though, because I know it's hooked up to the engine, and I was like, it must be hooked up to the air conditioning, and that's how it's doing it.
It vents exhaust, and at the same time, it pumps oxygen.
I wondered
into the
about that
cabin.
too. I was like, man, I hope that's not pushing. And what happens? to
How
that?
many movies have you seen where the car floods when they hit the water?
All of them.
Okay, so how is it going
I
to keep
assumed.
How was it going to keep the? How is it? What?
I just
too much
assumed
pressure.
it was because it was close. Right. It was some sort of back pressure fucking thing. I was like, man, that must be really interesting that you. Well, okay. So how does it work for the engine? Is the engine sealed?
Yeah, the engine's sealed.
So what? Your exhaust is coming out of that fucking snorkel?
No, it sucks in oxygen through the snorkel and blows it out through the exhaust.
That makes hella more sense.
Right,
Yeah,
Right.
not as excited anymore.
right. And it can't be completely well.
So you're
If you
telling
have a
me,
de- now,
so if
now,
I
mind
go
you-
into 5 foot fucking or 6 foot or 7 foot water and the water's up to my window and flooding in the fucking car, because that's what happens in the movies.
Yes,
The car still floods.
yes.
I just got to make it through the water before, and the engine will help. That's fucking stupid.
No, dude, diesel engines, right? Fully enclosed diesel engines with a
Okay.
snorkel.
Okay.
You can have the entire engine submerged.
Why the fuck would I want to be submerged in my car if I can't breathe? It doesn't make any fucking sense. It's contradictory. Like, it makes no sense. They're like, hey, we got this wetsuit for you so you can go 200 miles under the ocean.
No.
But you're not going to be able to breathe. So, enjoy being dry.
This is
That's
so
what
you
this
could,
sounds
this
like.
is so you could cross through deep water and
I
not
don't
have
give
your
a
engine
fuck.
stall.
No.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any fucking sense because when your car fills with water and you die in the middle of it because your fucking car starts running.
What if your head's above the water?
No, I
And
don't
you just
care.
keep on driving?
I don't care. It makes no sense. What if you're in one of those fucking Amazonian rivers and the car fills with fucking all kinds of shit that's going to kill you in your dick hole anyways? What the fuck good did a snorkel do? My engine still worked, but he died from his dick falling off because a fucking lizard crawled up it.
Oh, God.
How's that a parasite? How's that help me?
That's not.
Again, all I'm trying to say is they've solved a fucking problem that's irrelevant when this other issue exists. Oh, an alligator came through the window and fucking ate your face, but don't worry, the car's still running. You can listen to fucking Kumbaya while you fucking die. What the fuck? That doesn't even make sense.
Dude, I'm sorry I rained on your parade.
God
today.
damn it, bro. You know what? The engineer in me was like, this doesn't make any sense anyways because the snorkel doesn't go to anywhere in here. It's got to be venting through the air conditioning, so it made no sense to begin with. But my brain was filling in the holes and just justifying it. It's like
It's pressurizing the cabin of the car so I
Right.
can just drive underwater like
It's a
fucking
reverse-
James Bond.
no, I know the car fills with water. That's why I was like, it's got to be a reverse cycle somehow. But I couldn't understand it. I'm like, the unit's under the hood and I'm not seeing it. So that's why this works. That's what I'm saying, bro. I've never got to look under the hood because, the movies.
Ladies and gentlemen of our podcast listening.
Tyler, I don't know.
Tyler, I don't know, is never allowed to design a car in the future.
Fuck.
Never allowed to design
I would have
any
fucking
cars.
made it better, so at least you were dry. God damn it. Every fucking movie makes sense now. Where I was like, how does this make any fucking sense? That thing's not going to work for you keeping air into that car.
I'm sorry I ruined it for you.
Yeah, well, somebody had to.
So now you don't want to snorkel?
No, I'll stick with a Honda Civic. Fuck it.
Stay away from the water.
Stay out the fucking woods. Stay out the fucking water.
And listen, here's a PSA. If the road's flooded,
don't go over it.
Don't try to drive down it.
I've seen those videos of those people in Arizona. I could drive through this with my Honda Civic. I'm like, dog, that's not going to work. I'm not savvy with cars, but I know for a fact
they're
that's
like,
not what that's for.
If I go fast enough, I can.
If I get a running head start, I'll make it through the 7-foot fucking tunnel of water going down Main Street.
Listen, you don't have to go any place that bad that it's worth you sacrificing your life.
No.
Just go another way. Go another way. Stop trying to drive through that stuff.
I'm upset now. I'm at just 97 seconds. Fuck this fucking car and the snorkel and everything else. We're done.